What's up, everybody? This is Fliptriq. Today is Monday, April 30th. We've got a pretty lengthy list of new releases. I'm going to be covering every system, everything that comes out tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into that. On the PC, we've got Call of Cthulhu: The Wasted Land, Gas Guzzlers: Combat Carnage, Port Royale 3: Pirates and Merchants, Reflexio, Microtail, and Nexus, all available for download. Nexus, you may remember from earlier in the year when it got released on the 360. It was part of the House Party. It was the first-person shooter. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it got pretty well received. So you have that on PC now. Also, Sniper Elite V2 will be releasing. That also comes out on the 360 and the PlayStation 3. And then the new MMO Terra will be coming out tomorrow as well. The beta has already started for that. I think it started Friday. It was a few days ago. People are getting into that. People seem to be really enjoying it. I'm not going to be playing that myself, but that's out there if you're into that, if you need a new MMO. On the 360, we have Awesome Knots and Fable Heroes. Both will be 800 Microsoft points. Those should be coming out on Wednesday. Awesome Knots is I think it's 4-on-4. It looks like a lot like League of Legends. It'll be just like an online multiplayer fighting game. On the PlayStation 3, we've got Dot Clock: The Toasted Sandwich of Time on PSN. PS2 classics are Max Payne and Rayman 2 Revolution. And the PS1 classics for this week, Legend of the Dragoon. If you haven't played that, I remember playing it a long time ago, back on the PS1. I was a really big fan of it. I liked it a lot. So if you haven't played that and need a good turn-based RPG, be sure to check that one out. And if you haven't played Max Payne and you want to get ready for Max Payne 3, which comes out on the 15th, be sure to check that one out as well. Also, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, Awesome Knots will be free for you, as well as Trine 2 and Rock of Ages. While on the topic of Trine 2, DLC did just get announced. They don't have a release date or a price coming up, but they did release 2 short videos. I'll be putting links to those in the description below if you want to check those out. And for the PlayStation Vita, Mortal Kombat will be coming out. This includes the original story from the console game that was previously released, all the DLC characters, as well as online and offline play. There's also a new challenge tower. There's 150 new challenges, and they involve touchscreens, using like touchscreen fatalities. Should be pretty interesting. I'll probably end up checking that out. I wish I could cover like a trophy guides from the Vita, but I haven't found a way to capture that footage and actually have it look somewhat decent. If anybody has any ideas of how I could do that, let me know. I'd be really interested in doing that, but I just haven't found a way to be able to do it yet. On PSP, there's a new mini coming out called Floating Cloud God Saves the Pilgrims. 3DS, there's an eShop download, Birdmania 3D, and on the DS, there's a DSiWare game called A Mo Battle. That wraps up all the new releases for the week. In other news, we've got God of War Ascension multiplayer details have been announced. The multiplayer takes form of a huge 4-on-4 battle. 2 teams will be competing against each other, as well as working together within their team to take down mythical beasts and also complete objectives. From what they were talking about, it seems pretty interesting. No set release dates on when this game is going to come out yet, although it'll probably be near the holiday season. And for those of you who remember the Laserdisc days, Dragon's Lair seems to be resurfacing yet again. This time it's getting ported to the 360. It'll be available on May 18th. They haven't announced a price yet, but they did say that it will be Kinect-based. No other details have been announced about that, but look forward to that on the 18th of May. And the last bit of news I've got today, 3 developers of BioShock are leaving BioWare and forming their own company called the Fulbright Company. One of them being Steve Gaynor, who recently tweeted about what they're working on, saying they're working on a first-person non-combat game for the PC, which will be focusing on exploring a place and finding out what happened there. To me, that sounds a lot like Dear Esther, which just recently came out. It was also made by an indie developer called the Chinese Game Company. I think that's what it was. I'm not exactly sure on the name. That game got really well received, and if this one does well too, we may be seeing a new franchise that's getting started. And that wraps up everything for today. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to check back throughout the week. Like I said, I'll be trying to do this Monday through Friday as new information gets announced. As always, I'm Fliptriq, and thanks for watching.